We're having another go at this single point incremental forming because last time a lot of you wanted to see me anneal the titanium before cutting it out to see if it would spring back less. Let's try it. All right, say a prayer for the end mill. Okay, that worked pretty good. Look how flat that is. It's not totally perfect. Also, there's a little bit of a recession here on the side where it wants to kind of cave in. I could probably edit the program and fix that, but man, that helped a lot to heat that up. Even though that worked, I still want to stamp this part because it's faster. And if I have to heat the material, no matter what method of forming I use, I want the faster method. So I made this. I went with a pneumatic cylinder instead of hydraulic because if I need to preheat the material, then I need to form the material before it cools down. And this is 20 thou thick titanium. It's pretty thin. It's going to cool down pretty fast. So my press has to be faster. I also have these linear rails on the side here. So these cartridges are bearings that ride up and down on these. And these are going to keep the top and bottom die holders aligned and parallel. Then I machined these. Tangent, this is my 1996 Bridgeport Torque Cut 22 CNC mill. The control is PC based, so it's literally a computer from the 90s, which means it wants to receive floppy disks back here in this little cubby. This is how you load programs on this machine, but I installed the floppy emulator, so I've got a USB extension cord that goes from there up to the front here. And so now I can load programs with a thumb drive right here. But a funny thing about floppy emulators, when you format the USB drive, it really believes it's a floppy disk. Look at this, the USB drive's plugged in right there. There's nothing on it, and we've got 1.4 megabytes of free space. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, here's a box of save icons right here. IBM formatted, 1.44 megabyte capacity. So even though this is an 8 gig flash drive, it really thinks it only has 1.5 megabytes, which was a challenge when I was machining these because these surfacing tool paths, they're like an hour long and there's a lot of code. So the programs were like over a megabyte. They were like 1.1 to 1.35, I think was my biggest one. So I could only fit one program on one flash drive at a time. I was kind of swapping them out, running one program, then the next one on the next flash drive. It was hilarious. Okay, we're just gonna load our pre-cut piece in here. Not bad. Look at that. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. I think the worst part about that is the way I'm applying heat. My torch isn't hot enough and the heat isn't uniform across the whole piece. So I need a better way to heat the material, maybe induction. Maybe I'll play with that next. Yeah, I'm going to continue on with this. Thank you for following along with this series of this titanium sheet metal product design. I like seeing your guesses of what this is going to be in the comments. Nobody's guessed it right yet. Check out my Patreon for early ad-free access to all my videos. What happens is I work on these projects for months at a time sometimes, and I'll upload a little bit of the video to Patreon so you can kind of see my videos get built as the project is happening. And, you know, sometimes stuff ends up on Patreon that doesn't end up in the final video, so you get some extra stuff too. Thanks for watching.